Hey guys, so this is the uh, sixth, I guess, homeless vlog. So I woke up, wanted to go to the coffee shop and get some hydration today as well at the local grocery store. Got myself some Gatorade Zero. Even though there's no sugar, but still has electrolytes, sodium, some trace amounts of potassium, etc. But I need to get some hydration. As I was doing so, or as I was actually going to the place that I applied for to follow up with him. I talked to the manager, and he said that he would put in a word. So, waiting on that. And then I looked at my bank account to transfer some funds from one of the automatic accounts to my debit card or whatever, or to my checking account. And discovered that I got the stimulus money today, just the $600 stimulus, whatever. So I was like, all right, cool. So after that, ran I guess a couple errands, and then went to grocery store to get more protein, more carbs, and as you saw, more Gatorade. And did something stupid. Was at the coffee shop, went to the restroom, put my put the extra supply of insulin I had, as well as syringes and whatnot, in my pocket, in my hoodie pocket. And as soon as I took it off, everything came out of the pocket, smashed on the floor. So now it's I mean, one vial of insulin's like $25, so it's not too bad. But I have to go get syringes now, as well as more insulin, because I don't have any more right now, considering it's smashed on the floor. They're little glass vials, They hit any hard surface, they might break, Well, anyways, so $25 expense I didn't plan on using, at least for the next week, couple weeks. But on top of that, it's not even just the $25 expense; it's the Lyft fee, like Uber Lyft. Excuse me. The Lyft fee of going to have to take me up to the 5 miles up to the Walmart, so that I could get it. And then the prospect of getting a job, hoping that the prospect of getting a job and knowing that I have to get a regular supply of insulin, and I have to make that trip every pay session. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna get 3 vial supply, which is $75, not including the Lyft fee. That way, I can save on the Lyft charges for next time, for if I ever get pay again, to get more. Basically, I'm gonna get 3 vials, and then pay this one Lyft fee to get there and back, just to make sure that I get plenty, at least for this coming month. Hopefully, so that I won't, basically, so that I can save on any future trips, on like any next pay stub or whatever else, so I won't have to buy it, and I'll just be up a couple weeks on the basically just being proactive and making sure I don't run out of insulin. I wasn't anticipating this $100 expense out of the new pay thing. What I was gonna do is actually take the buy some groceries and things like that I needed, and then just save on the rest and hold on to as long as possible. Only buy things I essentially could use, and then try and slowly but surely piece it out. See if there's anything I absolutely needed. Like I said, I mean, it's a stagnant amount. Like, unless I do something with it, I'm not getting pay right now. The only pay that I have was a stimulus check, so there's not going to be a recurring pay. So I don't want to spend it frivolously or anything else like that. One of the things I was going to do, though, was not just save it, but put it into one of my investment accounts, my brokerage accounts. Ask for some advice on what I should be putting the money into, not necessarily blowing it all on really high risk options or things like that I traded before, but more seeing that if I can put this big amount of money and to some account and have it grow somewhat, have it make some kind of money rather than having it just sit there and just be stagnant. Um, so that's what I was gonna do. I'll basically just be like $100 less because of this expense that I didn't really see coming. But at the same time, it'll present me the opportunity to buy a couple weeks in advance. That way, I'm not running out of insulin, or whatever else, and I won't have to worry about that for however long of a period until I find money. A way to make money, or. So that's what's happening now. Basically, just to recap, groceries, protein, carbohydrates, some vitamins, and now insulin, which was an unnecessary expense. But like I said, if I don't have insulin, being a type 1 diabetic, then I have to go to the hospital. There's no remedies for it. It's type 1 diabetes. There's no way to get rid of it. It doesn't matter what you diet or anything else like that, or what habits you get into. Ultimately, if you don't have insulin, you don't survive. For those of you who don't know what type 1 diabetes is, the difference between type 1 and type 2. Type 2, it's the diabetes that you get from being unhealthy. From basically your body produces insulin but doesn't know how to manage it. Type 1, your pancreas is quote unquote not alive or not functioning at all, so you don't produce any insulin. You can eat whatever, but you have to take the appropriate amount of insulin for whatever number or for whatever amount of carbohydrates you're consuming, carbohydrates you're intaking, whatever. So yeah, dieting, no amount of dieting is going to fix this. I have to have insulin, otherwise I have to go to the hospital. This has happened plenty of times before. But I'd rather not go through that, and it's $25 a bottle, and a vial will last me like 2-3 weeks. So yeah, I gotta do that, and to save on money and future costs, I'll get this vial that I had blown up, basically the $25 worth, and then 2 more vials to make sure that I'm covered for at least a little bit. Yeah. And that way I can also save about $30 or so on future lift costs for going to make that reoccurring purchase. So there's that. And then with the rest of the money, decide if I immediately need it. I'm sure I probably will. But at the same time, it'll be about I guess a week before the funds clear into my brokerage account. In which case, if I make money, then I can also spend it from the brokerage account. I do have a debit card from the brokerage account, so that as the money is in the brokerage account, I can still spend it out of the brokerage account. So, but at the same time, not eating unnecessarily or trying, just like trying to keep up caloric intake. I did look in the mirror today, in the bathroom, and I am getting skinnier. As much as it might not feel like it, my body is consuming plenty of calories, as well as I'm sure I'm urinating a lot of calories out too. But I notice I'm getting skinnier. So, as well as the trying to keep body mass up and muscle mass, trying to keep fat on my body, trying to make sure that I do everything that I can to make sure that I'm not like withering away, whatever else. And having a physically demanding job also helps that too. It kind of helps rebuild muscle on and gets my body to start packing weight back on. If I become skinny, it's kind of hard to do anything, and you just look malnourished. And man, I'll be honest, trying to keep up about 2,000 calories a day is hard. You have to have the cash for the 2,000 calories, and there's been days where I haven't had cash to buy anything at all. So I've relied on even getting at a coffee shop, I guess, half and half, hot water mixed with half and half, mixed with like honey or sugar or whatever else to keep the calories on. Because of my body's feeding off of itself, or because of diabetes, I'm disposing of the whatever because of high blood sugar. Then that's just that's what happens. You start to get skinnier. But and I'll tell you guys right now, I'm about 6 foot, if not 6 foot. When I first got diagnosed back in 2014, when I was 24, I didn't know what was happening to my body, and I was like super skinny. my family convinced me to go to the doctor, and then the doctor, messaged me on the app for the healthcare network. Hey, call me or get in touch with me or whatever. The following day, so I did. Told me I had type 1 diabetes, and when I went to go to the educator, the diabetes educator, they weighed me and everything. I weighed 141 pounds, being about 6 foot. Since then, I mean, I've been sort of a self-proclaimed nutritionist. I mean, I always watch what I put in my body. I mean, if you listen to any of these vlogs, I do monitor just about a lot of these things. I mean, it's life or death, so it's necessary. But it was more of a hobby before. Now it's more necessity. Yeah, but I weighed 141 pounds, and then I was basically almost bedridden for a month, trying to let my body heal up and my thyroid, everything else like that, everything that's associated with getting diagnosed at the levels that I was at. And then, given that I also had prior workout routines and things like that, I got back into that, developed my own workout stuff, and then gained about 40 pounds of muscle. I got up to about 100 between 170 180 pounds muscle, and got a kitchen job, and kept working out, and then got physical work and whatnot. And so that's how I keep myself healthy. I've been working, like I said, I've been working since I was 12. Had all kinds of manual jobs, manual labor jobs, or physical jobs. So did that, and that's how I got healthy and got my health back up, and got to the best that I've been for a while. There's nothing I can do about the type 1 diabetes, but it's just, I mean, but at the same time, it keeps my head focused. It keeps me alert. There's benefits, I would think, but not much you can do about it. So just pushing and making sure that I don't know, just I guess I wouldn't say keep optimistic, but I mean, I don't, just looking at what's in front of me, or just looking at what's right in front of me, or just looking at things and just seeing what I can do, seeing what I can help. And breaking my vial of insulin, I would call that a mistake. And I considering things haven't been bad today, bad things is including the mistake of breaking insulin, as well as even looking good as far as having some money. I wanted to do the vlog anyways, because I owe it to you guys to be honest, or be upfront, and try to be transparent. And yeah, so good, bad, whatever. I guess this is me reporting in and giving an update. All right, guys. Well, I guess I'll see you guys later.